Have you ever found yourself just uh, caught in a loop? You know, your mind replaying conversations or maybe like dissecting decisions?
Oh, yeah. Or imagining these worst case scenarios that, well, they never actually happen, right?
Exactly. It's that really familiar kind of heavy feeling overthinking.
Mm,
So today we're taking a deep dive into how we can maybe break free from that mental weight and, actually find some peace.
that's right. We're diving into Sharia Kapoor's book, The Art of Not Overthinking, Believing in Yourself and Building Your Dream Life. It's really insightful. And it's not just about managing thoughts. It's more profound. It's about reclaiming your inner world, building a life you genuinely feel you deserve.
Right. So our mission here is to, well, understand why we overthink, maybe find some practical ways to get control back.
Yeah.
And I think most importantly, really help you internalize this idea that, you deserve love, you deserve happiness, peace, healing, all of it.
Absolutely. This isn't just theory. It's meant to be like a practical guide, shifting perspective, building that self-worth.
Okay, let's get into it. So understanding overthinking itself, where do we start?
Well, Kapoor starts with this really powerful truth. He says, overthinking complicates everything and simplifies nothing.
Oof, that hits home.
It does, doesn't it? It's like a reminder that our minds, if we just let them run wild, can turn simple stuff into these like mazes of anxiety.
Yeah, worrying about problems that aren't even real yet.
Exactly, solving problems that don't exist.
So how does he suggest we start noticing when our minds do that? Like pinpointing the moments?
Yeah, that's key. He asks you to notice, is it when you're alone, maybe late at night?
Or even when you're with people, but your mind's just somewhere
Yeah,
else completely.
right. Recognizing those patterns, that's the first step because once you know when it happens,
But you could start doing something about it.
exactly, then you can use some practical strategies, mind management. And one big one is reframing distraction.
Ah, okay. So not seeing distraction as just like running away.
No, not at all. It's seeing it as a deliberate choice, a strategic one even.
Okay. How so?
Like, the book suggests simple things. Go for a walk, talk to a friend, start watching a show.
Right.
It's not avoiding the thoughts, it's actively choosing not to engage with negativity.
You're redirecting your energy, trying to break that rumination cycle, maybe.
Precisely. Engaging different parts of your brain with things that actually bring you some happiness. Conscious redirection.
That makes sense. What else?
Well, another really powerful strategy is actively questioning those negative scenarios we build up in our heads.
Questioning them, like challenging them.
Yeah.
Ah.
The author urges us to question yourself about why you were thinking that way.
Okay, like the example in the book about test anxiety.
Exactly. If your anxiety is screaming you're gonna fail, you remind yourself there's no way to find out what happens except waiting for the results patiently.
But that's hard when you're deep in it, isn't it? How do you even start that questioning?
It is hard. The principle is to challenge the automatic nature of those thoughts. We just, make up scenarios in our head.
Scenarios that may never happen.
You're right. We create our own pain in advance. The book basically says, stop doing that. If pain comes later, deal with it later. Don't let anxiety steal today's smile.
So it comes back to trust. Trusting yourself.
Yes, trusting your journey, hard work, good heart, and intentions. That self-belief, that becomes your shield.
Okay, so we manage the internal stuff, but what about our environment? The people around us?
Ah, yes. Kapoor puts a huge emphasis on support systems and, crucially, boundaries.
Right. He says when you're overthinking, call someone who loves you enough to not judge you.
Yes, and critically, someone who doesn't invalidate your feelings, someone who makes you feel heard, not guilty for feeling too much.
And that could even be a therapist, right? Professional support counts.
Absolutely. It's a totally valid, important part of your network. It's about having someone who can just hold that space for you, listen patiently.
It's interesting, that idea of just needing an unspoken listener sometimes.
Mm.
The book talks about needing someone to whom you can pour your heart out without thinking twice, without the fear of judgment.
Someone who gives comfort beyond logic and reasoning. Because like you said earlier, sometimes you don't need advice, you just need someone to vent to.
Just being heard,
Mm.
that can be incredibly healing in itself.
It really can. And, if those people aren't around right when you need them, or maybe even alongside that,
There's writing.
yes, the solace of writing, Kapoor says, your heart feels lighter when you write about what's making it feel heavy. It's a direct outlet.
And nobody else needs to see it. That's the beauty of it.
Exactly. It's purely a way of letting it all out of your system,
Yeah.
getting it out so it doesn't feel so heavy inside.
So cathartic.
Oh.
Okay, so we seek support, but then there's the flip side. Dealing with people who maybe aren't supportive. Toxic influences.
Right. And the book doesn't pull punches here. It faces that tough truth. People's love for you can be inconsistent and maybe even harder to hear. Someone who genuinely loves you won't ever be the cause of your overthinking.
Whoa. That's a big statement. It really forces you to look at your relationships.
It does. You have to evaluate who's actually in your corner. The book points out unhealthy friendships, people who mock you in public, crack jokes about your insecurities.
And it makes that distinction between playful teasing and actual mockery that chips away at you.
Yes. And for romantic relationships, it's just as direct. You can't be anxious and in love at the same time.
Wow. Okay. But what about family? That's often the trickiest one.
It is, and the book acknowledges that. It says your family can have your best interests at heart and still end up hurting you.
So it's okay to feel hurt by family, even if they didn't intend it, and to address it.
Absolutely. The overall message is about self-preservation. Sometimes the most loving act for yourself is creating distance.
Which leads to that really strong call to action.
If you love yourself, please don't surround yourself with toxic people.
And he says, this is your sign to do it right now. That's pretty bold.
It's radical self-preservation. Terrible days become good days when you get rid of terrible people.
So how do you do that?
Yeah.
Especially with people you might love or have history with.
Boundaries. Clear, firm boundaries. That's the crucial tool.
Okay.
The book advises you don't stutter while drawing boundaries. You don't let petty jokes slide. You call people out when they hurt you.
It's about asserting your worth and protecting your peace, basically.
Exactly. And it even gives you the words. Things like, your words hurt me, stop hurting me, or I'll have to ask you to leave my life.
Or, you cannot talk to me like that. My love for you isn't your free pass to humiliating me.
They're not aggressive. They're just clear. Respectful self-assertion, communicating your limits.
Okay, so mind management, check. Healthy boundaries, check. What's next on this journey?
Well, now the focus shifts deeper, inwards, cultivating self-worth and embracing a life of actual peace.
Starting with affirming that you deserve it. Which sounds simple, but...
But it's vital. Kapoor keeps coming back to it. You deserve so much more than your anxiety is convincing you to believe.
And he makes it tangible.
Right.
Like not just abstract deservingness.
Totally. He lists things like, you deserve the best pancakes, coffee that tastes like heaven, friends who support you, a family that understands unconditional love.
Unending hope. Soothing sunsets and rain-kissed afternoons. It paints such a lovely picture of a full life.
It really does. And this ties into expectations. The book challenges that whole idea of lowering expectations from people you love.
So,
It basically says love, support, care, affection, and respect aren't things you need to be yearning for. They should be the foundation.
Okay. They're the basics in healthy relationships, not extras you have to beg for.
Exactly. And knowing that, internalizing that, is a huge step for self-worth.
Which leads naturally to self-belief, I guess, even when others doubt you.
Especially then. The book acknowledges people will not believe in you even when you try your best.
But their doubt isn't your problem.
Right. Their doubt in you and your potential shouldn't lead to self-doubt. That's the key. Don't internalize it.
And the author offers that direct validation.
Yeah. And if nobody has told you this yet, hear it from me. I believe in you. You're worth it. It's about finding that validation inside yourself.
Tapping into your own inner strength. Not needing external approval.
Which connects to self-compassion over self-criticism. This part really struck me.
What was it?
The book asks, if you value yourself only when you're shining bright, you don't value yourself at all.
Oof. Yeah, that challenges how most of us think about self-worth, tying it to achievements.
Exactly. It pushes us. Dare to love yourself when it's difficult. Dare to show kindness towards yourself when it doesn't come easily to you.
That's where the real work is, in the tough moments.
That's where true self-worth gets built.
So, practically speaking, how do we live more peacefully? What are the steps?
Well, first, embracing imperfection. Big one. Just accepting you're imperfect and so is everyone else.
It connects us, right? We're allowed to mess up.
Yes. It lets you off the hook of needing to be perfect. Be kinder to yourself.
Okay. What else?
Gratitude. Sounds simple, maybe cliche, but it's powerful. Focusing on people with rainbow hearts, acknowledging your wins, big or small.
A life without gratitude is like the sun without light.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Isn't it? It highlights how essential it is. And then there's conscious consumption, being mindful of what you feed your mind.
Meaning like choose positive content. Avoid triggers.
Yes. Actively choose positivity and avoid things that trigger your overthinking. Because the book says something really strong here.
What's that?
It says, choosing to consume negative content when you know it affects you is a form of self-harm.
Wow. That frames it really seriously.
Yeah.
Protecting your mental space like your physical health.
Exactly. It's essential self-care. And finally, just simple joys. Being easy on yourself.
Like binge watch cute cat videos, read a book in peace, take an afternoon nap.
Yeah, it's pushing back against that constant pressure. You don't have to lose yourself in a productivity race.
You really don't. It's okay to just be.
Thanks. No.
Okay, so this leads us to the final part. Healing and actually building that dream life.
Right. And it starts with healing from the past. The book says something really validating here, which is
Wow.
sometimes there's no lesson in pain. Sometimes it just hurts.
And it's completely okay to feel broken sometimes.
Yes. Give yourself time to heal and learn to be okay with accepting that you're only human. Don't force the healing or try to find meaning too soon.
That's so important. It acknowledges the messy reality of healing.
Mm-hmm. And it recognizes that past stuff, trauma, it can stick around. Things continue to impact you even after you think you've gotten over them.
So be kind to your past self.
Yes. Be kind to past versions of you. You were doing the best you could back then.
And how does this suggest we view anxiety itself?
Not as who you are, but as a temporary visitor who needs to be shown the door as soon as possible.
So anxiety isn't what you're made of.
No, you're made of love, hope, gratitude, empathy, kindness, and compassion. Anxiety is separate from your core self.
That's a really helpful reframe. Okay, so once we're working on healing and self-worth, how do we actually move forward, build that fulfilling life?
Well, one surprising suggestion is embracing spontaneity sometimes.
Really? Like being impulsive?
Yeah. The book says it's okay to be impulsive sometimes. Let your heart guide your actions. Maybe take that break, book that trip. Not everything needs overanalysis.
Listening to your gut, your intuition more.
Exactly. Making choices that soothe your soul. And another big action is celebrating small wins.
Finding joy in the small things in life.
Yes, celebrate yourself for the things you conveniently forget to clap for.
Like finishing an assignment, making a nice meal. Things we just brush past usually.
Right. The message is clear. If something puts a smile on your face, it is worth celebrating and cherishing. Find joy in the everyday.
That's lovely. So don't wait for huge milestones.
No, and that leads to the big call to action. Dreaming and trying.
Don't sacrifice your dreams at the altar of fear.
Exactly. And remember that trying is better than sitting around all day overthinking about what might go wrong.
Even if it doesn't work out perfectly.
Even then. Because you'll still remain that one person with dreams in their eyes and courage in their bones. You tried. You learned. You grew.
That's a much better way to look at it than just failure.
Absolutely. And through it all, the book offers patience and hope. It reassures you things will fall into place. Your broken heart will heal. You won't feel this heavy all the time.
Just be a little patient.
Mm-hmm. And ultimately, it's an invitation to dream bigger, to really believe you have it within you to build a beautiful life for yourself.
Dream bigger than you're currently, and believe that nothing is too good to be true for you.
It's a powerful message of potential.
So this whole deep dive, really, it shows that finding peace and happiness isn't about silencing thoughts completely, is it?
Not at all. It's more about learning to nurture self-love, having the courage to set those boundaries.
And trusting in your own worth.
Yeah. Choosing your well-being consciously every day with kindness, with courage.
Okay, so as we wrap up, maybe a final thought for everyone listening to ponder.
Yeah. How about this one from the book? What's meant for you isn't always what you think is meant for you.
Okay, unpack that a little.
Well, think about how often we cling to things, jobs, relationships, situations, maybe out of fear or just habit, even if they feel safe but actually cause us pain.
Right.
What if the biggest act of self-love is trusting enough to let go of that? To trust the universe or just trust the process?
Creating space for something else.
Exactly. Creating space for the truly beautiful things that, as the book says, are always on their way to you, even if you can't see them coming yet.
Yeah.
Trusting that something better might be waiting if you let go of what's hurting you now.